Hey folks, and welcome to the Pipnotic Symposium. Today we are going to talk about the buy and the sell zone algo. So what I'm doing is I'm using a two chart configuration where I have the supply and demand software here, and I have a clear chart on this side where I have the buy and sell zone Expert Advisor running here. So the Expert Advisor has the exact same core as the supply and demand software. All it's doing is it's showing us the most recent area of supply or demand, and it's opening a trade at that area based on the risk parameters and configuration. So what I do is I'm dragging assets onto the chart one by one, and if I see something I like, then I allow it to trade. And if we look at this, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a clear supply and demand, which we have here, and sell zone. The sell zone is right there, a little bit lower right there. This is a sell zone. Okay, so I have a price inefficiency. We have the origin of this move. So I'd expect price to come back here and have a bit of a reaction. Are we going to get one? Very likely so. Are we guaranteed to? No, we are not. But we don't want to win every trade. We just want to win most of them. And so if I like that, I'm going to say great. I click the button, auto trade. It opens a position, and I move on to the next one. Then I turn it off. Take the American dollar, Swiss franc. Do I see anything here I like? No, I don't. Next one, the American dollar. Do you see anything you like? We did earlier. We had, I think this is an hourly chart trade. We had this one here. So the robot took this trade. We had a short just here, and that was that. It was a very, very nice trade. As a matter of fact, if we go on the hourly chart, maybe we can see what that looked like. Okay, here we are on the Euro American dollar. We have this one here. I like this a lot. Why do I like it? Because we have supply, we have a sell zone. Okay, and so you want to see those two linked together. Additionally, we have a clear area of support for price. Price came down. We turned around. We did it again and again. We sat on the area, and then we cut through it. Okay, and the sell zone is right here. It's the deepest retracement back to the area. So I like this. It's the sell zone for this area of supply. So I'm going to let it trade that one. But notice that this configuration, apparently the configuration of the buy and sell zone is a little bit different. Maybe if I zoom out, it'll grab it. But I'd like it to trade this one here instead. And so what I'll do is, you can see that this is roughly 1 times the size of this one. So what I'll do is I'll widen that up. I'll just double the size of the stop multiplier to 4. I'll allow it to take the trade, and then I'll just move it up to this area of supply. So I'll let it open the trade, then I'll move it up right there, and then I'll reset the settings of the algo back to normal, zoom back in, turn off auto trading, move to the next one. American dollar, Japanese yen. What do we have here? We don't have it. Yeah, we had this one earlier, which worked out very nicely. Price came down to this area beautifully, and then we turned. But I'm not going to take that again because it's already done, so I'm just going to move on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to look for, maybe we get something down here. Yeah, I like the looks of that a lot, so I'm just going to click this on. By there. Good. Next one. So this is how I'm doing it. Super, super easy, and I wait for the software to find an area that it likes. If it likes something, then I'll allow it to trade. Do I like that one? Yeah, that looks like a decent area, and I'll allow it to go. And normally what happens in price will come to the area and it will sit around there. It might go a little bit deeper, it might move away from it. So normally if you're on the 4-hour or the daily chart, there's plenty of time to watch the trade and to make adjustments. As a matter of fact, we had a trade on the, let me look, actually it was the Euro Australian dollar. Let me put that one on there, Euro Australian dollar, where we bought right here. We bought right here, and I was I was not confident because of what was happening here. We moved through this area here. I took the deep zone, so I took a bit of a deep entry here. Price came down and it went up, and so I closed it out at break even. What happened? Well, it turned out beautifully. price hit our target in pretty short order. But normally I like to watch these trades a little bit, and I wasn't able to do so, so I shut it down so I could relax. But I mean, price is returning to the origin of this move. I think that's great. Just going to switch it on, let it do its thing. Good. Move to the next one. So that brings our attention to the euro, British pound. So what's going on here? See if the robot finds something. I'll try and find something here, maybe here. No, nothing. We go to the daily. No, I'm not going to force anything. There's nothing. Go to the. I don't like to trade the euro franc. We'll go to the euro pound. Yeah, this could be interesting, and it could be interesting to trade lower or higher. Let's see. Yeah, it looks. I like this one here. This is too high. This is too high. I like this one here because it's below. So what I'll do is I'll allow it to take this trade. So I'm gonna change this to 1. It's gonna open the trade. I'm gonna move it from here down to here. And the reason I'm doing that is because if we look at this, you can see that we have test here, breakthrough, slingshot, release, buy zone for this demand. So I like that a lot. Okay, in here price gone up, we went down, went up, so there's nothing to do here. Okay, so prices, we need to go below here, below the noise. Okay, and if we do what I normally do, I mean clarity, confusion. Okay, so you want to go below the confusion to a point of clarity, and I like that quite a lot, so I'll let it stay there. Go to the next one, British pound, Swiss franc. So I'd be comfortable coming above. Oops, I forgot to turn it off. The robot thought that would be a swell place to sell. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, no thank you. I think I'll leave that. If I go above that, if I put on the daily chart, maybe we'll get something above all the noise. Yeah, that's a pretty interesting area. Big departure, we'll leave that. I like that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to let it trade that. Give it a nice wide stop. Like that. Okay, we'll go to the next one, CAD, Japanese yen. I don't like that. This one could be maybe something around here. The robot says lower. It just liked the release of this area more than it liked the release of this one. So if you like it, also this is closer to the origin, you can simply click it on. You can also go down to a different time frame. Okay, and it'll probably identify something up here, maybe the bottom one. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it does. No, it didn't. So I'm just going to leave that. Go to the next one. I like this here because we had attempt, failure. This one's good. There's a lot of trading in that area, so I'd probably not expect it to go too far, but we can try 1-to-1. See what happens there. Go to the Aussie CAD, see what's going on there. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. There's nothing there. So I'm looking for areas where price is tested, failed, tested, failed, and then moved through it. So this could be an interesting area. But I was going to say I'd feel more comfortable. This is a nice release. Sell zone. So I'd widen this out a little bit. Put this on maybe 3. And I would allow it to trade that. On my stop above there. And it went above there nicely. Okay, so we got that. It's going to reset the settings. Next one. Do I like here? Nope. Do I like here? Yeah, this would be a nice area. This is above the noise here. Let's see if it finds something around there. No, I mean it hasn't found anything it likes. You can go to the daily or the hourly chart or the daily chart. There's nothing there. Do we have anything here? This is the daily chart. No, I don't like any of those, so I'm not going to do it. I want clear areas. So we had another trade here. Price went up a little bit. We came back down, and I didn't like it. And I wanted to buy down here, but I closed it out at break even. So you got a free look at it. Let it play or work for an hour. Then I shut it out. Okay, so I'm doing it's super easy. If it's complicated, then you're making it more difficult than you should. This is an interesting area because we had respect for this area, and then price goes down from this area here roughly. Okay, so that could be an interesting area. Am I going to take it? Yeah, you can see here this area is done. It's tested nicely. Price sat on it, then cut through it. So yeah, we'll see. We'll let that go. See what happens. So we'll try the other one. So this is essentially what I'm doing. It's really easy. It's very simple. I'm really doing my best not to overcomplicate things. And if you do that, I think that you'll find the tool will work very, very good. We look at the results for this week alone. Let's go like this. Okay, so we had 7 trades. You can see here 7 trades. Short positions 1. We didn't have any short positions. We only had long positions, and we won 83% of those. Okay, so we had the largest profit trade was $1,600. The largest loss trade is $1,400. The average profit trade, this is most important, is $1,369. Average loss trade is $1,200. Okay, so we had average consecutive wins is 3, average consecutive losses is 2. Okay, so we had a nice run here. We lost 2 trades, 1, 2, and then we won the last one. So we are actually doing pretty nicely. So we have gross profit 6,850, gross loss 2,408, a profit of $4,400. Not bad for a week's work. Yeah, so this is essentially what I'm doing, and I'm using this more and more and more, and I really like the tool because it's super simple. And what I'm looking for is very specific patterns. I'm looking for those prices that were respected and then removed, and the robot is good at finding those areas that remove those historically respected prices. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, have a good weekend, and once more, thanks for watching.